In India, both the President and the Governor have distinct powers and roles within the constitutional framework. President's powers are as following given below. First, executive powers. He appoints the Prime Minister and other members of the Council of Ministers based on their advice. Also appoints the Chief Justice and judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. Chairman of UPSC. Controller and Auditor General of India. Election Commission of India. Second, legislative powers. He or she summons and prorogues sessions of Parliament, addresses both houses, and can dissolve the Lok Sabha, lower house, in certain situations. Third one, financial powers. He or she presents the annual budget before Parliament. Fourth one being diplomatic powers. He or she represents India in international affairs, concludes treaties and agreements, and accredits diplomats from foreign countries. Fifth, emergency powers. President can declare 3 types of emergencies. National emergency under Article 352. State emergency, President's rule, under Article 356. And financial emergency under Article 360. Sixth one being ordinance making power. Ordinance making power of President is under Article 123 and of Governor is under 213. President or Governor can promulgate ordinances when either of the two houses are not in session and there is an urgent need to legislate on a particular subject mentioned under Union List, State List or Concurrent List respectively. In a famous case of D.C. Wadhwa vs. State of Bihar 1987, Supreme Court iterated 4 conditions to be satisfied for promulgating an ordinance. First, President must be satisfied. Second, President or Governor must be competent authority to legislate on the particular subject. Third, there is an urgent need to legislate. Fourth, it must be presented before the Parliament within 6.5 weeks of its coming into session. Now look at Governor's powers. First, executive powers. He or she appoints the Chief Minister and other Council of Ministers in the state based on their advice. Also appoints the Advocate General and the State Election Commissioner. Second one being legislative powers. He or she summons and prorogues sessions of the state legislature, addresses the state legislature, and can dissolve the legislative assembly in certain situations. Third is financial powers. Presents the annual budget for the state. Fourth one is judicial powers. Can grant pardons, reprieves, respites, or remissions of punishment or suspend, remit or commute the sentence of any person convicted of any offence against any law relating to a matter to which the executive power of the state extends. Fifth is emergency powers. In cases of breakdown of constitutional machinery in a state, the governor can recommend President's rule, state emergency, to the President. These are simplified explanations, and the actual powers are detailed and subject to the provisions laid out in the Indian Constitution. Thank you all.